Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. Massive win for Manchester United. Magnificent result. And you know what? Those last 10 minutes probably gave us high blood pressure and a few heart problems and a few heart palpitations. But we don't care because 3 points is all that matters. And I tell you what, I wasn't a believer before this game, but results like this, I have famously praised Liverpool for results like this with this channel. I have famously praised results like this with all big teams. Man City, when they did the double. You have to win games when you're not playing well. Now, to be fair to United, we had a very brave start. I think the first 10 minutes were very good from United, and then about minute 10 to about minute 25, it was all Villa, and then in that last 25 minutes of the half, it was cagey. It was open. It was between both of us. And I think the second half, we also kind of dominated until the 75th minute or until the 70th minute. Can't remember when it was. That's when things started to go downhill. So lots to talk about. Please do hit that thumbs button if you want to support the channel, and do subscribe to the channel if you are new and you're interested in general football content. This is your match reaction, obviously. And I don't know where to start. Eric Bailly is man of the match. I was going to give it to De Gea because of the amount of saves he made, but Eric Bailly is man of the match after the work he did in that final 10 minutes. There's a few candidates for man of the match in this game, but I think Eric Bailly is miles ahead of everyone else. Eric Bailly has been the difference to Manchester United's defense, and I wish he could stay fit, because if he could stay fit, my God, we would not need a centre-back. If him and Axel could stay fit, we would not need a centre-back. Maguire and Lindelof are basically the same player. One is really good in the air and one is more physical. The other's more timid, the other's more shy, but he's a little bit quicker. They're basically the same player. They don't complement each other. Both of their weaknesses are pretty similar, and therefore they bring nothing to each other as a partnership. But when you put Eric Bailly next to Harry Maguire, everything that Harry Maguire is not, Eric Bailly is, and everything Eric Bailly is not, Harry Maguire is. They are a perfect match in this team, and I think Axel would be a little bit better than Bailly. Look, personally, if you're asking me, prime Axel or prime Bailly, I'm taking prime Axel. And we haven't even seen prime Axel yet because he's much younger than Eric Bailly. But for today, Eric Bailly is for sure the man of the match. I want to talk a bit about how we played. Two things I got right. The score prediction I got right. What else was it? The score prediction I got right, and the fact that it was a very open game. I said it would be an open game. I said Villa would not sit back. I said Villa would come after us because I had a feeling after their last 5 games, the way El Ghazi's been playing, I think he scored 5 in 5, the way Grealish has been playing, the way that whole team has just gelled and has worked extremely hard. You saw it today in the last 10 minutes. They are an extremely hard-working team, and they are not afraid to go at other teams because they know the importance of imposing yourself on a game rather than being timid and inviting pressure and sitting back. It's not that easy to do what Wolves did the other evening, and I respect Aston Villa after they nearly came back. About 7 or 8 headers. 7 or 8 headers that I remember off the top of my head. And most of them were in that second half alone that they could have scored if they had better quality on their team. If they had a Cavani, if they had a Giroud, if they had a Zlatan, if they had a Diego Costa, if they had any clinical world-class striker, Manchester United were dead, fam. We were going to lose that game 3-2, in my opinion. But, well, that's just not our problem. That's just not our problem. I don't care that we didn't play well in the last 10 minutes because I believe there's context across it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think, played well. Luke Shaw, I think, played magnificently. Really magnificently. I think he did a lot of work on that left-hand side. Yes, the final product with Luke Shaw isn't quite there, and that is where you might prefer Telles over him. But at the end of the day, defensively, he was solid. He was physically imposing in that game. He was living rent-free on every Villa player who was on that left side. He was living rent-free inside their minds. You could see Luke Shaw was getting inside their heads. Pogba, to win us the penalty, thank you, Paul Pogba. Thank you. If you're watching to this point in the video, this is gold. You'll never see this from Triple M ever again. Thank you, Paul Pogba, for winning us the penalty, and thank you to Bruno Fernandes. Bask in his glory. Bask in the Messiah's glory for scoring the penalty that won us the game. It's absolutely magnificent. I think the goal we conceded against Villa was absolutely soft. Bailey was actually pointing. If you go back and watch the goal that Villa scored, it was a quick free kick, and Bailey was actually pointing, telling people again to go mark the right-hand side, and nobody was there because Wan-Bissaka was busy with his little gamesmanship trying to stop the free kick. McTominay was running back into his mark instead of covering for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't know what the hell Bruno was doing. I guess he was talking to the ref or something. But it was an awful goal to concede because it was too easy for Grealish to come in down that right-hand side. And he basically pulled all our defenders to his side of the box, chipped it over, and there was two free Villa players on the side of the box. That's awful. That is awful. Those are the kinds of things that make me believe that we will not win a title. But Eric Bailly has restored the faith. Eric Bailly has restored the faith. I still don't think we'll win this, you know. I'm keeping my judgment, and I'm reserving my conclusive judgment that we are in the title race until we face Liverpool at Anfield. But anyways, I've got nothing else to say. One thing I did get wrong in the preview. One thing I did get wrong. I did say that we need to switch up the tactics and this long ball thing won't work. And look, the crosses in from the side, they were good. There was a lot of opportunities. I mean, our first goal came from a cross. But I do think it's way too one-dimensional and it's way too predictable. I really, really do. And the long ball tactic in the second half was really frustrating because if we just held the ball, we could have nullified Villa's threat. Like Rashford, Pogba, Fred, unnecessary passes. Matic, when he came on, he's usually the person I trust in this team to keep the ball. But ironically, I think McTominay did a better job of that in our half. Yes, McTominay gave the ball away in the opposition half a lot. But as a CDM, your job fundamentally is to look after the ball and act as the link between the midfield and the defense. And make sure that you transition the ball as seamlessly as possible. And I think McTominay did that well. I think he just had to go up forward because we lacked a bit of creativity today. And that's not his fault. If Matic had been on the pitch, I think he would have played the same way. But anyways, I digress. I think McTominay did as well as he could with his limited ability, and you know, with how things are in this team. I think Fred was bang average. I don't think Fred was awful, but I don't think Fred was amazing. I think he was somewhere in the middle, to be honest with you. Martial, like he gets points for effort today. And he gets points for the hold-up today. And he gets points for being involved in that first goal today. And he gets points. For being the only player in our front half who did not lose the ball recklessly. His hold-up bought us so much time. And if only Rashford and Pogba had the memo. If only, like, why didn't we just go to the corner flag? Like Man City did it against us a season ago. Why didn't we just go to the corner flag? What is it with this team that is so naive? So naive that when we have the ball, oh no, let's go for a fancy pass to Rashford in the 89th minute. No, keep the ball. They can't score if they don't have the ball. You know, like this is not Bielsa football. Keep the fucking ball. Nobody cares if it's not entertaining. Keep the ball. You know, like, golly, United nearly gave me heart attacks today. I'm not going to lie to you. But great way to start off 2020. Massive 3 points. Joint top with Liverpool. I never thought I'd be saying that. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy that match reaction. And I hope if you are a United fan, wherever you are just as gassed as I am. And if you are, don't forget to hit that like button and sub to the channel would be absolutely magnificent. But until then, it's been your boy Triple M. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.